Let's go back a little because you're from Las Vegas. You've stayed in Las Vegas. You've moved some other places, but you're back here with your business. I read something about when you were just a kid and you played tennis against Jim Brown.
Yeah, that's true. I wrote.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I wrote about that story in my book. You know, it was I was 9 years old, and he used to come to town. He loved gambling. He loved betting. He loved playing tennis. And I showed up one day with my father at our tennis club, and there he was complaining about a money match that never happened. And my father walked straight up to him because he has no ability to feel embarrassment whatsoever. And he says, you know, Mr. Brown, I got somebody that'll play you for some money. And he said, who's that? And my son. He looks at me and he's like, are you crazy? I mean, I play for real money. And my dad's like, I'll bet you the house if you want. He goes, you know, my dad goes, I've seen you play and I'll bet you whatever you want. So he says, well, I don't need a house. How about 10 grand? And my dad told me to wait right there. He's going home in his strong box and pull out his 5-7 years worth of tips and working as holding down 2 jobs as a waiter and a captain in the showroom. And I sat there sweating bullets, thinking I was going to lose my family's fortune, you know. So we came back, and the manager talked Jim out of making the bet because he explained to him that this kid's kind of a little different than most kids his age, and so he just wanted to pay for the entertainment of it. So, you know, bet me $500, and I went out there and took care of business. And he shook my hand, and he looked like he was glad he did it too.
Did you ever run into Jim Brown after that?
I ran into him a couple years ago in a hotel in New York, and shook his hand, and didn't quite have the nerve to ask him if he remembered it.
Oh, wow! Come on.
I just paid my respects and moved on.
I'm sure he did remember it because, like you, he hasn't lost much in his career.
Yeah. Well, I would be shocked if he didn't, because it was a big moment, and I'm sure it wasn't every day in his life that it didn't happen too many times in his life where he lost to a 9-year-old. So I got to believe that left a mark.
You have to have a plan. You have to have good people around you. It's also about a great it's teamwork. I mean, I have a very close knit of people that I've had for many years as part of my team and manager, and a group that every day wakes up and thinks how to build and work and inspire from each other and keep it fresh and fun.
I'm blessed. I've managed to accomplish a lot, so my investment in this has been completely contained as it relates to, you know, if this didn't ever really go, the only thing I'd be disappointed about is the people I've given jobs to, you know. So. Yeah.